So I'm going to be giving my long-term review on the Google Pixel 5a. Now, I've had this phone for a little over a month, and I've noticed one thing about it that's kind of blown my mind. The battery life on it is ridiculously good. Now, I had this phone sit on my desk for close to 3 days, and it managed not to die. Mind you, it does come with a 4650 mAh battery, which is pretty large. Now, I would say it is one of the best mid-rangers at the moment. It costs $450. Brand new. It's got a 6.34-inch OLED HDR display and an all-aluminum backing, which I really like. So as far as the design goes, it's sleek, feels nice to hold in your hand, and it's also relatively fast with a Snapdragon 765 processor. So the first thing I wanted to do was kind of go over the camera. I've taken a couple pictures with it. I recorded one video on it, so I haven't done a whole lot, but for the most part, the camera is really good on this phone. Now I'm going to pull up my first picture, which is going to be of my Galaxy Z Flip 3. Kind of just had it sit on my desk one day and I took a picture of it. Now, as far as the camera specs, it's got a 12 megapixel back camera and an 8 megapixel selfie camera. And it records in 4K at 60 frames per second. But I wanted to zoom in so you could actually see the zoom is pretty decent. It doesn't distort at all. So, I mean, as far as camera quality goes, it's really good. I've got a Jason Voorhees coffee mug I took a picture of too. I know it's kind of weird to have this. I mean, October is coming up, so I guess it makes sense now to pull it out. We got some scary movies and whatnot, and yeah. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is go over the sound quality and some of the video quality. So I'm going to let a 1-minute clip play so we could check it out. It's of this new Metroid Dread trailer. This game looks awesome for the Nintendo Switch, but yeah, I'm going to do it for like a minute. We're going to go full screen so you can kind of just check it out, and let's do it. So yeah, the loudness on this phone is really good. You heard it on the max setting right there. And of course, watching video, you got that full screen, looks great as well. Now I did want to recommend one case to use with this phone. It's the Spigen Tough Armor series. I always pick one of these up whenever I get a new phone, and it comes in a few different colors, but I think black goes good with it. Now I will say the Pixel 5a is pretty drop friendly with that aluminum backing, but you should definitely still be using a case. Now I'm going to play a couple high graphic games just to show you the speed, performance quality. Left to Survive, which is a third-person zombie shooter, and then I'm going to play some Marvel Contest of Champions. Then I'm going to give you my final thoughts right after that. Okay, now I want to take the case off this phone so we can take another look at it. But for the long term, you know, looking at $450 for the Pixel 5a, I definitely think this phone will be good for at least the next 2 to 3 years. And it is one of the best mid-rangers at the moment. A good alternative to this phone would be the Galaxy A52. Really like that phone. It's a little bit cheaper, around $300, but at the same time, you really can't go wrong on this one either. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this. Tap that like button if you haven't, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next one.